Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everybody.
We are back with part 93 of our Ecco the Dolphin Let's Play. Ecco the Dolphin Defender.
Yes. Good. It's good. It's important to make sure that the computer is charging.
Yeah. Yeah. See. Oh no!
No!
Not this again.
Fall to my death.
Yep.
Well, at least this time I fell in the water.
Yeah. So I do apologize, our consoles are very noisy.
Oh, yeah.
I think at this point, the only noisiest console is the computer. I don't think it's a clear problem. But yeah.
You hear the whirring and chirping of
Yeah, it looks like the microphone does pick up the audio. So yeah, if you want proof that we're playing on the actual consoles, that would be all the background noise. But hey, maybe it's nice white noise for some people, right?
yeah, it's like ASMR, is that what they call it? I don't remember.
I mean, I
It's
guess
something with
I guess we could jokingly call it ASMR.
what is it? I don't remember.
No, that's good. Yeah, yes.
Oh.
I don't know that anybody's done it. It's something that makes a whir sound or a machine sound, but
They do exist.
I think they mostly do tapping. Some people like it, like people whispering.
Well, the whispering I can get.
The ones that are non-talking are usually like object sounds, like tapping your fingernails on.
Like that?
Right. Except it's a microphone that's set up that it's more pleasing on this mic. So
Right.
if that wasn't pleasing, apologies.
Yes.
I was just touching the tape, not the mic. So.
Yeah, and I was tapping on the shield.
Oh, on the shield. Yeah, I didn't know. I was looking.
Right.
I was not walking away. I was looking away.
Oh yeah. You were
Yeah,
walking.
bye.
Bye, Kevin. It was nice recording with you. I guess I'm flying solo on today's episode.
No,
But no, we're not. We're
no,
not.
not today. Sometimes I have had to go off.
Right. If I had to do an episode solo, I think
Yeah.
tell me how to do behind the scenes stuff.
Well, hopefully I would still be on
Well, yeah. Otherwise, I'd have to help out with that too.
Yeah.
Oh no! Well, at least I fell back in the water.
It's not like I do most content. Certainly, we'd have to learn how to do more substantial edits if we do other types of YouTube videos one day.
Right. Yeah. I guess one way is to make a test video.
Well,
You can test out all the features and see what happens.
right.
Stuff that usually gets left sitting in a vault and you release it as like a bonus feature
Right.
on the DVD. Or Blu-ray, I guess now.
Yeah.
Are allergic to DVD. And I hope that destroying the still a market, a perma market for DVD.
Yeah, it was weird. I felt like Blu-rays weren't doing well for a minute there, and now all of a sudden they're pushing them again. Is it just that like corporations are so picky? Like, you will buy Blu-ray
Probably so.
because we've made all these Blu-ray and we're selling them. Dang it!
Well, you know me in physical media. I enjoy owning what I watch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's giving the companies.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like watching anime on Blu-ray because we've basically been watching
Yeah, we have.
Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray because the DVDs are just
I'll have to
really
shop again.
crappy quality, and the actual good quality DVDs are rare AF.
Yeah.
Like literally rare AF.
I'll have to shop around again for volume 3.
Like
After I
there's
save my pennies and dimes.
but there's supposedly a box set that was like made before these orange box sets. That's very hard to come by. That I have heard fans say is the best quality DVD. At least the best US quality DVD.
So what happened, Funimation? What made you sleazy, crummy business people? Oh, I see.
And they're probably like, we need to cut production costs.
Hired Tim off the street to make excess bootlegs. They'll never notice.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're not bootlegs.
Well, I know they're not bootlegs, but they've allowed some to slip through the cracks. Either they or Amazon's job at siphoning who is and who is not.
It seems like even the official DVDs are just a weird quality, like the size of the DVD. You can't really see it with your eyes, but the player knows the size is wrong.
Right.
And I don't. I'm assuming Funimation did this original box set, but I'm guessing it's hard to come by because it was sold all together and it's like this big thing.
Well, at least I fell back.
You know, like 9 DVD packs, but it's a big thing. You know what I mean? Like those old box sets where it was like literally a big rectangle.
Way back from 20 years ago when I was a young teenage lad,
Yeah.
I saw the box set of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the price tag and I sobbed in my sleep because I did not have $200 to play with.
Yeah.
Considering I was making $5 a week for good behavior and allowance and over life. So there was no real way I had enough disposable income to blow it all on a DVD box set.
Yeah.
That was $200.
Yeah.
There's other things I wanted too.
I wouldn't be surprised if that box set originally was $200.
It's probably about $20,000 if you can get it unsealed, maybe $200,000.
Yeah.
In the year of our Lord, Common Era 2024, way after the mystique of Neon Genesis Evangelion has fizzled a bit because we now know, I presume it's common knowledge that it was a satire.
No, I think a lot of people still don't know.
Okay.
I think it just finally ended after keeping it on life support with the movie.
He just finally got sick and tired of making more stories.
I think he was sick and tired of it 3 movies ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just me. I mean...
Is yet to make the movie where they fight the magical wizard who turns them into piles of poo and blows up the earth. Like that scene in...
Our apologies to Evangelion.
I apologize.
We're supposed to be a little more professional than this.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
But you can tell our opinion.
Sorry, ladies and gents.
But no, in terms of that director... sorry, I forget his name.
Sorry, and really, I'm just
something.
and sorry, I'm just making fun of the fact that you get so sick and tired that you deliberately blow up your franchise on purpose.
Yeah, like the company is like, this is making lots of money. We have to make more of it, and you're like, oh god, like the director or the individual creator, no matter what title they have, is like, I want to move on to this other thing that I'm passionate about right now. And you're like, no, keep doing it. And in Evangelion's director's case, from what I've heard from fans, he made it when he was in a really dark place that he has since moved on from. And he's kind of like, I need to let this go. And so I think that's why he did finally stop, but
and I apologize for that, but yeah, I can respect the original series because it was a satire of the giant robot and wanted to make a point about how society was going at that time.
Yeah, and I guess based on what some fans were saying was he put a lot of his internal struggles.
Yeah. Mad respect for being candid about that.
Yeah. So yeah, respect to the director. I kind of like. I saw some of his live action stuff and kind of like that more. Good. But anyway, yes. So right. I think Funimation, probably in an effort to save on production costs, and also from a marketing standpoint, they argued to make it more affordable to our consumers, sold them individually, season box sets, big. Here you go, all 9 seasons, which, by the way, you can get the Blu-ray that packaged together.
Yep. That you can.
Yeah, so, but anyway, I feel like, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I feel like it's really pointless to put anime on because I guess it's just this, people have this obsession with HD. Sorry, I do not know how to put my new phone on silent yet.
Figure it out sometime.
I can at least put it further away from my mic.
While Kevin is putting the cell phone away, I'm falling through the sky.
Yeah. So anyway, I feel like, especially older anime that was done in the traditional Cell style, you're only going to be able to clean it up so much.
That's right.
And I feel like the benefit of it being in standard definition is that you don't see little minuscule mistakes that, you know, magically become glaringly obvious once upgraded.
Yes.
That and just for me personally, with anime, it just basically makes it brighter. Like, to a obnoxious point. Like, we're in a part of DBZ where there's a lot of flashing lights.
Yes.
And seriously, sometimes I do have to close my eyes because I get terrible headaches. I'm prone to migraines, so I would rather I would watch all my anime in standard def so that I don't have that problem of it being way too bright. Because it's basically what happens to Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray, it's just way too bright. And I don't know if this is standard practice for Blu-ray or if this is just Funimation, but they cropped the picture so that it would look good on an HD TV. And the problem with that is I've seen enough of these episodes. Like, at this point I'm rewatching a lot. So
I'm gonna take a wild, random, amateur guess and say they decided they wanted to cater to the twits who are like, yeah, I want to watch it in like widescreen and high so spec that you can see the glimmer on the skin. But the thing is, these shows were made in the late 80s, early 90s on film, and it's a VHS transfer of the film.
And that argument for HD works better with real people.
Yes.
Than it does with animation.
Correct.
Just to me, any kind of animation, or even CGI on Blu-ray, it just makes no sense to me. Like, why it has to be HD. It does not matter. Just make it look good, it doesn't have to be HD.
Yeah, just clean it up, just clear up any damage or mold, and just release the show as is with only just minor repairs, like getting rid of mold, getting rid of scratches, getting rid of grain. And that's relatively easy to do. At least clean it up a little.
But to finish my thought about cropping, and then I'll go back to what you said. It was clear to me that there are parts of the cell that I'm missing of the animation cell. And to me, that's disrespectful to the original animator because they wanted all of what they made to be seen.
Yes.
And, you know, Dragon Ball Z has a lot of beautiful backgrounds that if you crop it along the edges, you're missing extra details. And you can put standard def stuff on the wide screen.
Yeah, there are ways you can do it.
They just
better ways.
They just didn't want to have any ugly black bars, I guess. Instead of black bars.
Not me.
But hey, I know as a fact, even if you don't like those black bars, you can go to your settings on your TV and you can change the zoom, and that gets rid of the black bars. You know?
Well, I suppose so, yes.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I do like to watch the show in the proper proportions of the screen.
Yeah.
Which, if it was recorded in widescreen from the beginning, great. If it was recorded in not widescreen, okay, fine. Just do it as it was originally done and intended to be seen.
And like, I don't know if they might be doing it a little less now, but when they were first releasing anime and Blu-ray, they kind of got into this remastering kick. And I remember being at a convention doing that with Magic Knights Rigger, and they were like, oh my gosh, it is cleaned up so wonderfully that you would be convinced it's a brand new series. And I was just standing there like, but I don't want a brand new series. I want the one that originally came out in the 90s. I want it to look like the one that came out.
Why are they allowed to how it originally appeared?
I just think sometimes they have a bit of an obsession with like cleaning everything up and updating everything. Like, you know, when they released Gundam Wing on Blu-ray for the anniversary, they remastered it, and I may have a controversial opinion here, because a lot of the fans online were like, oh my god, it looks so great, it's so wonderful, it looks like it came out in, like, now.
In the now of whatever.
In the now of, sorry, it was probably maybe 2015.
That's what it was.
But, I like the graininess of the original Gundam Wing. And when I saw screenshots of what it looks like on Blu-ray, I became depressed. Because I'm like...
You see what you did.
I didn't even like how Gundam Zeta looked on the DVDs that we brought over here. Because they even touched that up. And it doesn't look like an 80s anime. And I saw, like, I watched a fan sub video, and I saw it on Japanese as well. And it actually looked like an 80s anime, and that was so awesome. I'm like, I want to see it how it originally came out. And even with Funimation, they robbed us of that with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. Because they cleaned it all up for their DVDs. And I only know that I wouldn't have known that had I not watched an episode or two with fansub. Because it does look very different, and in my humble opinion, much better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yes, there were parts where you could kind of see, like, the rough draft colored pencil that, I guess, accidentally went through some of the cell. Because usually they paint the cells, so you usually can't see that. But there were some scenes where you could see it on the regular, not touched up one. And, I liked them. I thought that was really cool.
So do I.
It doesn't ruin my experience, it makes it better.
Yeah.
It's like, look, this is a show that, you know, was airing 89 to, what, 93?
That 89 and 93?
Or was it 91?
4 years? 2 years?
I don't know, I'll have to look it up again, but... yeah, I think it had a small break, you know, where GT came out in 96. I'll have to but yeah, there was a time where I don't know, I could be off, you know, don't mind me.
Yes, so theoretically with that thought, I could be wrong on this, Goku and Dragon Ball Z was on its way out in Usagi, and Sailor Moon were walking in, Toonami fans watching this.
Yes, and those of us who are only familiar with the North American timeline, they're like, oh, it was exactly the same time, but no, Dragon Ball is a little earlier.
Yeah.
If you go with the original manga, a lot.
Oh yeah, oh that's right.
Yeah.
That would be put it at 86 at its start date. And DBZ came out when I was newly born. Is that when they were in Navy?
Maybe. I'd have to actually look up the Japanese air dates.
So would I.
But yeah, I think the fact that anime used to take so long to come out over here really gave us all a warped idea of what decades anime belonged in.
Yes.
Because, I mean, well, Dragon Ball was definitely fully 80s, but Dragon Ball Z was in that weird, like, 80s to the very beginning of 90s.
Yes. Like the 90s was starting to form.
Yeah, Sailor Moon definitely 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that one's accurate, but like some less mainstream, less popular anime used to take like forever to get here.
Oh yeah.
Blue Seed is a very big example where like people are like, oh, Blue Seeds, that's an early 2000s anime, and you're like, try 90s.
Yeah, I'm happy you said that. Blue Seed celebrates its 30th anniversary this year.
Happy 30th. Blue Seed, you're as old as Donkey Kong Country.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Yeah, so it took nearly 10 years to get its butt over.
Yeah.
And so, people probably look at it and they're like, oh, this is peak 2000s anime. And they're like, no, it's peak 90s. It's definitely very much a 90s thing.
Yes. It's 90s. Heavily 90s, because half the time they were making fun of Sailor Moon, which was the new thing, and half the time they were making fun of, at times I felt like Godzilla.
Yeah, and it has some kind of, a lot of references to what I believe are probably 80s things for Japan.
Yes. It does have 80s references and 90s
You could
references.
almost argue that the thing feels kind of 80s-ish, from the 90s.
See that. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just one of the more glaring examples I can think of. Evangelion's also a big glaring example.
Yeah.
I think that took a while.
I honestly don't know when Evangelion came over here because
I'm not exactly sure.
it kind of had a messy release.
Oh yeah,
over
even
here.
Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing took 5 years, I think.
Yeah, 95, 99, or 2000.
So that's why, like, even though, like, all of its fans here are in our age group, when we went to Japan, many of the fans were, like, previous generation.
Generation X, and some of them knew about, yes, it came out in America in 2000.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there was one real knowledgeable woman who was like, yes, I know, it took 5 years to complete. That's why you guys like it. Because I think that some of the other people are like, what are these young people liking Gundam Wing? Yeah.
There's this new seed out, 00. Why would these young people like Wing? And
why aren't they praising the almighty Gundam seed?
yeah, and of the older fans, they then realize, oh wait, Wing was their very first Gundam.
Yeah.
Which is why Wing has a huge meaning to Americans, I would argue.
Sadly, in Japan, it's kind of like a
novelty, mild dud.
Yeah, like the fans who liked it weren't getting what they wanted from the other fans. I think so, because I think the fans of most of the other Gundam stuff at that time were like, what is this? But anyway, we're actually out of time.
Again, sorry.
We didn't quite make it.
We're struggling.
Yeah, well, hopefully next time. Right?
Yes.
Alright, guys, we will see you next time. Bye.
Take care.